morning, everyone. My name is Kelwa Lazarus, aka the RUC. We are live at the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, ORON, where we are this year's graduation ceremony. And it started with a Jumat service on Friday, and it was followed by a football match between the cadets and the lecturers. Oh, it ended 1-0 in favor of the cadet. That's to tell you that the cadets are really packed and they are well trained and they are ready for this year's graduation ceremony. And on Monday, they had a lecture that was very, very interesting and fascinating. The cadets were very, very happy what they were taught and what they really learned. And today is the day two. Again, the lecture is quite going on, and the cadets are enjoying themselves. They are getting to know what they need to know when it comes to documentation and what they need to know when they get into the industry.
Port Authority. This is where I am. And if you look at the Port Authority, we have a lot of specialized departments. I had a Marine and Operations Division, and what we do there is we look after the bringing issues. We have a lot of seafaring opportunities there, and a lot more shore-based. I have a lot more shore-based personnel.
Yes, I've learned a lot of things, not just for me,
Okay.
for all the cadets,
Okay.
because the first speaker spoke about career development,
Okay.
giving opportunities to people like in the maritime transport
Okay.
to be able to know what they are going to face in the industry and opportunities that they are open to when they leave the academy. You know, it's a kind of mentorship lecture because, you know, young cadets, maybe from the junior category, going into the industry,
Okay.
don't even know what they are going to face and their career path.
Okay.
So it's very, very educating.
Wow.
The lecture has been very impactful.
Okay.
Very impactful. Right from the first day till today, the lecturers that they brought in,
Yeah.
they have done a very good job. From this now, we that are graduating,
Yeah.
we know our next step.
Okay.
We know where to go to. We know who to turn to if we
Very
need
good.
help outside, especially concerning our seagoing certificates,
Yeah.
those documentations we need after this. Then the school have made enough effort for us to improve even when we go outside. So the lectures have been so welcoming.
Now, while we in the administration is so happy with the academy is beginning to make different inputs into the system, like having the school properly equipped and getting more lecturers, and also beginning to recognize programs such as this where it is officially made that cadets will have mentors, cadets will get to know where and what they need to know why they come out of this academy.
How do you feel about the whole lectures?
I'm happy. I'll say a big thank you to the rector because he has done a great job.
Okay.
Without these mandatories and this training we are having, we won't have anything at all to offer to the world when we live here. And after this training, going out there, we know what to do. We have what to do in mind.
Yeah.
So we are just going to program ourselves, program our mind to what we are going to do out there.
Yeah. I can see you're really, really prepared for the labor market.
Almost prepared.
Yeah, and I wish you all the best as you go out there.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah, I've actually learned that there are so many opportunities out there in the labor market. Take, for instance, today we talked about the International Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping for Seafarers, which is the SCCW. So we're all taught about what was obtainable. So this lecture, I believe, is an opportunity for we cadets out there to actually know what to expect at the labor market instead of going there to face the actual reality. We actually understand the reality from here and cover up whatever mistakes other seafarers have made out there. So I believe this is a very great opportunity for me to step out there with so much confidence and know places and the right things to do.
So my encouragement to all ex-cadets is to imbibe that discipline and consistency. When you have a focus, you know where you are going to. You just remain focused, do all you can, and like that director said, the God factor will play its part, but your own role ensure you play them. You have that integrity. There are a lot of things we learn from here years after in the industry that will make you understand why you needed to go through that process.
Is it mandatory for all cadets to just stick to going on board, or are there other feed for them to harness within the maritime sector or industry, sir?
No, I don't think we have to focus on just going on board. The economic situation in the country does not even allow the cadets that should go on board to go on board.
Okay.
What matters is add value to yourself. Wherever level you get to, ensure you add more certification, more value. There are a lot of opportunities out there. For those that have the opportunity to go on board, make the maximum use of it. But those that cannot, don't feel distressed or, laid back or discouraged. Put in more effort, add more value. There are a lot of courses you can add to what you already have from here that can sell you out there. We have, you marvel at what our cadets have turned out to outside this industry. Why? Because they ensured that they improve, they add value to what they have.
You see, the maritime industry is very, very, very wide. I'll start with the port industry. The port is an industry of its own, but tucked into the maritime industry. Now, if you look at the port, we're not a seafaring organization, but we're an employer of people that have gone into one maritime venture or the other, one maritime training or the other. That's what we are. And if you look at the opportunities there, today in the port industry, you have people that have read something not related, like English. People who have read things that are not related to maritime and to the port in any way. But you find them there because there's an opportunity for everybody to be there. And what it means then, therefore, is that if you have people who have read maritime on its own, then the opportunity should be more for them, However, with time, things have happened. Nigeria at the time grew very high in terms of maritime, and people started getting employed in all sorts of aspects, agencies, management, entrepreneurship, channeling, and all these very rewarding areas of maritime, apart from sea going. But then, when so many government things, I don't know if it was a economy or something, happened, and most of the ship went down, all the related positions that should have been taken up by shore base of our maritime workers were all taken away, and it became a problem. But the good thing is that there's a National Fleet Implementation Committee, and the intention is to bring back a national carrier. And I know that when this national carrier comes, if you employ 10 seafarers to look after these ships and look after the seafarers, you are employing more than 50 others, So you're not only employing seafarers, but you will be employing, those supportive area of the seafaring, And these areas, without them, you don't have the ship. You don't have the ship functional. I always told people, if you take a big circle, that's the maritime industry. Inside the maritime industry, there are smaller circles. One of the smaller many circles is the ship. What of the other ones? They are related maritime personnel and positions. And who will take those positions? Those that have either had experience in the maritime or have read something related to it. So the opportunities, I see tomorrow being very bright. Thank you very much.
Yes, this is the end of day 2 lecture. Yes. And I must tell you, it was an inspiring section and also an impactful section.
Oh, yes.
The cadets were impacted with all the nitty-gritty involved to help them to scale through in the maritime world. Yeah. And I as you can see, some of them were jotting down some stuff seriously, and like some secrets were unleashed. Yes, during our time it wasn't there, but
they had a great time.
Yes,
they learned some things that they didn't know before. What they are going to meet in the industry.
Yes, and it's better to know them now.
Yes, it's better for them to know them now.
Yes, and some of the cadets promised that yes, what they've learned today, they're going to use it as they progress in the maritime sector. So thank you very much for sticking around. I will remain your host, OBG.
And RUC.
Yeah.
And from me, I say keep watching Smoke Room TV.
Yes.